everyone for some more of my Saarbrücken career mode for FIFA 21. And we are at the season finale here, the season 3 finale, I should say. We are up against Roma FC, aka AS Roma. But, yeah, just a recap of what happened in the last round, how both of us got here. In the semifinals, we ended up eliminating Wolves 4-1 in aggregate, where they ended up eliminating Real Sociedad 3-2 in aggregate. And we also won at the end of the last episode our second DFB Pokal, so... But we are going to get into this game, and we're also going to do the end of the season stuff here in Season 3. But before we continue on, hope you guys have an awesome day today, hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, we're going to get into this match against Saarbrücken. Okay, I'm not playing under showers. And we are playing at Borussia Park. We're playing where Mönchengladbach play. They got Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That's interesting signing. I mean, to be fair, Tammy Abraham plays for them in real life. So they also brought in Andreas Christensen. Let's take a look at their kits here real quick. We'll keep those kits on because the other ones are going to clash too much. But they are playing a 3-4-2-1. I think that's David Lopez in goal for them. Acerbi, Christensen, Kerr make up the center-back trio. Pellegrini and Vertu in the midfield. They got Bukayo Saka on the left alongside Zaniolo on the right. I think that's Roberto Rojas alongside Calvert-Lewin playing behind Kramaric, who plays as a striker for this team. So, but without further ado... And I need to learn how to speak without running out of breath. I'm sure you guys are getting kind of irritated about that. I'm like, why can't this guy speak? I'm sorry. You can see Jakob Brun-Larsen is our featured player here. Knocking on the door to a 90 rating. Our highest rated player on the pitch at an 89. I think our next closest highest rated outfielder is Akanji at an 86. I think everybody else is at a solid 85. And I know I've said this many times in my career modes, but for me, Champions League caliber is 85 or above. If you have at least an 85 rating, then you're good enough for the Champions League. And as far as Europa League, I feel you have to be at least 80 rating to be good enough to be in the Europa League. You can see how both teams got here. Roma beat Villarreal, Dynamo Zagreb, and Real Sociedad to get to this point. As we kick things off here, Cody Gakpo leading the way. See if anybody's going to join on the attack. Oh, I see Jakob Brun-Larsen. Oh, Embolo making a run. That was intended for Brun-Larsen, but I think as soon as the ball left Gakpo's foot, Embolo put on the afterburners. And of course, Gonzalez is up on it, which I like his cleats. Gonzalez standing up on the stands like he's the one that scored. That's his 12th goal of the Europa League. He's actually scored more goals in the Europa League than what he did in the Bundesliga. I like the job that both Embolo and Nunez do up front for us, putting pressure on the back line, forcing them to make mistakes. Both of them have done exceptional in that regard. As Gonzalez adds yet another goal. Takes him 51 weeks to reach an 85 rating on OK form. I wonder how long it's going to take on good form. Which after this, depending on what happens the rest of the game, it looks like he will be on good form. Almost got the interception there, or the turnover rather. Eggestein. Can we sweat this? Kinda. We kinda sweated it, but just like that, we have a 3-goal lead. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jump to sim. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen right now. When they kick off, they're gonna get a goal. Watch. No, I'm proven wrong. I'm glad to be proven wrong there. Okay, let's see what kind of bench room I have. Florenzi, they got Kluivert, Yeremina, Diawara, Dusan Tadic. I'm not sure who Fazado or Gelsandala is. Let's look at ratings here. Okay, Bruno Larson, what are you doing? You made that whole effort to give it... He made that whole effort to keep that ball in bounds, and the first thing he does is turn the ball over. Bruno Larson, you're gonna get yanked. He may be our highest rated player, but he's not playing like it. Okay, 21. Gonzalez, can you add a fourth? No, you can't. And that's Pau Lopez. I don't know why I didn't think of him. I don't know why I said David Lopez. I think there's a Diego Lopez that plays as a goalkeeper, but not a David Lopez. Gonzalez. Rather interesting pass to Mbolo. And Eggestein with a goal. Perfect 10 rating alongside Mbolo. And we get the 4-0 lead right before halftime. But that left-hand side. Wow. That left-hand side is looking awful. Correa, I'm going to put you over there. Larson, I'm taking you off for Larrazabal. And Retsos, I'm putting you in for Duarte. Those are going to be the two changes that I make at the start of the second half. And then I have yet to determine who I want to bring in as my final substitution. I'm kind of leaning towards subbing on Maxime Lopez, but we'll see. If I do that, it won't be until about the hour mark. Good pass by Rakic. I think he heard me. Because Eggestein's having a good game. Gonzalez is having a hell of a good game. Gakpo and Mbolo have shown up. Oh, nice! As Gakpo gets on the goal-scoring action. And I think what I'm going to do, he's not going to come on to the next stoppage of play. But Rakic is going to be coming off for Maxime Lopez. Which Eggestein is at an 86. I didn't even realize that. So Eggestein and Akanji are second highest rated players at an 86. Bruno Larson is at an 89, but I had to take him off because he had a horrible first half. And I think Larrazabal is just a little bit better playing against this Roma side. He has a little bit more pace about him. Good tracking by Akanji. Oh, don't let him... We're really not letting this team do anything. Nice. Hopefully we get a stoppage of play here. And we do, as soon as I say that. We get called for offside. I kind of do want to keep the clean sheet, so if it looks like they're about to score, I'm going to jump in and prevent that. Which I also need to look at the clock too, because I do want to look at, check, see title celebrations. Because it looks like we... Why is it so hard for us to get a ball off the opponents anymore? God! And we... Guys! We're gonna give up a goal, aren't we? We're gonna... Nice block! And I'm just keeping the ball now, because as soon as we jump in the sim, we give the ball away that cheaply. I'm just keeping the ball now. Our guys are doing anything and everything to lose this clean sheet. I am not having it this time. I just think our team has played too good for us to fall apart like this in a sim match. We're just going to keep the ball. 5-star performance here by Saarbrücken, as they are only a few minutes away from winning their first European honors here at the Europa League. Not only are we going to be in the Champions League next year, but we will be in it as the Europa League champions. It'll be interesting to see who... Eggestein got player of the match according to the thing. But it's going to be interesting to see who we get in our group next year in the Champions League. As the final whistle sounds, and Saarbrücken are your European champions. Or at least in terms of the Europa League. See Wynalda moving at lightning speed behind Eggestein there. And that completes a trouble for us, by the way. We won... Excuse me. We won the Super Cup at the beginning of the season against Bayern Munich. Excuse me. We won the DFB Pokal against Schalke. And now we've won the Europa League against Roma. And we have finished as runners-up in the Bundesliga, so I'd say this was a very successful season for us as Akanji steps on the top of the podium, grabs the Europa League trophy, and he lifts it up as Saarbrücken are kings of Europe. And needless to say, we will be playing in the UEFA Super Cup next year, as well as the German Super Cup. We are going to see who won the Champions League in a short bit, but we will be playing the Champions League winners. And how appropriate it is we are celebrating this title on German ground. We are at the Borussia Park. This is where Mönchengladbach play. A bit appropriate. You can see the green, the awesome shade of green that Mönchengladbach have. Which is very nearly the same shade of green that our goalkeeper is wearing. Of course, we've got to take the picture of the Europa League trophy. But here we go. Saarbrücken, Europa League champions. And on to the Champions League for Season 4. Wynalda, you might as well just stay on the bench. Because you had a howler of a performance today. Got a trophy, cool. I'll take that. Doesn't show who player of the match was here, but I heard from the overhead person that Eggestein was the one that got it. Okay, 2 goals, 2 assists for Mbolo, a goal and assist for Eggestein, a goal and 2 assists for Gakpo. Again, you see Roma's. We're not doing post-match interview. As we're going to go ahead and advance. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna advance to the 14th of June. We'll know everything by then. But we are gonna go ahead and wrap up season number 3. Should only take about 10-15 minutes to do this. But yeah, not only have we established ourselves in the Bundesliga, but we are now Champions League bound. Oh, this is gold. And I should say at the time of recording this, Bayern Munich just recently fired Julian Nagelsmann despite winning all their Champions League games this season and still being on top of the Bundesliga. But yeah, apparently winning the Bundesliga was not enough for Bayern Munich in this one as well. But we are going to be more than happy to reject this. Oh, that is funny. I'm trying to think, who was the manager before Nagelsmann? I'm trying to think. I don't remember who Bayern's manager was before Nagelsmann. Who was it? It wasn't Kovac. I don't think it was Kovac. Oh, I remember who it was. It was Hansi Flick. Okay. Yeah, Hansi Flick was Bayern's manager before Nagelsmann took over. I should have known because Hansi Flick is the current manager of the German national team. And yes, the same German national team that has failed to get out of the World Cup group stage 2 tournaments in a row. But we already got to see, at the end of the last video, we already got to see the Bundesliga table. Which Augsburg and Bielefeld got... No, Bielefeld didn't get relegated. It was Dusseldorf and Augsburg getting relegated. Bielefeld may have gotten relegated. We're going to find out here right now. Which they do stay up. They do beat Nuremberg here in the promotion relegation match. So Bielefeld does keep their place in the Bundesliga for at least one more season. Of course, DFB Pokal we won at the end of the last episode. Just a quick rundown here of how things went. We end up getting and beating Augsburg in round 2. We beat Stuttgart in round 3. We beat Hoffenheim in the quarterfinals. We defeated Dortmund in the semifinals. And we beat Schalke in the final. German Super Cup, like I said at the beginning of the season, or beginning of the episode, at the beginning of the season, we ended up beating Bayern Munich. Super Cup was won by Barcelona. They ended up beating Roma. Which, Roma had to have won. So we were up against the reigning Europa League champions. I did not realize that until just now. But Barcelona, of course, winning the championship the previous season. Speaking of Champions League, Liverpool are going to be the team we play in the UEFA Super Cup at the beginning of Season 4. They end up absolutely trouncing Atletico Madrid. And then, of course, we won the Europa League. We were grouped alongside Sporting, Panathinaikos, and LSK Linz. Take a look at some of the other groups. But you can see Roma is nowhere to be found here, but that's because they were in the Champions League from winning the Europa League last year. And because they finished 3rd in the Champions League, they ended up being in the round of 32. Which I should show where they finished in the Champions League. Like I said, I know that they finished 3rd because finishing 4th takes you out of Europe completely, but let's just see here real quick. Group stage. They end up getting grouped by PSG and Chelsea, so some pretty decent opponents they had going on there. I still can't believe he got offered the Bayern job. That is absolutely hilarious. DP Pokal, Pamukal ends up tying, as well as Darwin Nunez, for most goals in the campaign. Erling Haaland got the most assists. That's a little bit of a surprise, tied with Darwin Nunez, both of them playing in the Premier League in real life. Radu finishing with 2 clean sheets, one behind Roman Bürki, who plays for St. Louis City FC in real life in the MLS. Okay, Lewandowski finishes top goal scorer in the Champions League. Surprise, surprise. Embolo finished as the top goal scorer in the Europa League. Nicolas Gonzalez with 8 assists on top. Gakpo 1 behind with 7. Most clean sheets, Lunin. Because of that clean sheet we got in the final, we leapfrogged Anthony Lopez and Lyon. So Lunin getting the top clean sheets in the Europa League. So that bodes well for him in the Champions League. And we got to see the Bundesliga top stats at the end of the last episode as well. So I'm not even going to bother with that. Let's see what happened in the other 2 divisions in Germany. Bundesliga Zwei. Stuttgart and Hamburg go straight up. Nuremberg, of course, losing to Bielefeld in the promotion relegation playoff. Union Berlin is in second division. It just dawned on me about that. Greuther Fürth and Dynamo Dresden end up getting relegated to the Zweite Liga. Jan Regensburg, we don't know about them. But yeah, it's kind of jarring seeing Union Berlin down there, considering how good they're doing in real life. Ingolstadt and Kaiserslautern finishing getting promoted to the Zweite Bundesliga. Unterhaching facing off against I can't believe I don't remember already. My memory is getting bad. Unterhaching will be up against Jan Regensburg. Yeah, that kind of scares me. I'm getting kind of forgetful lately. But if relegation was a thing, 1860 Munich will be joining Lübeck, Türkgücü Munich, and Zwickau in the 4th division. So that's a bit of a surprise. Okay, Youth Academy. We don't have one. Okay, let's take a look at objectives. Not only can I not remember things, but I can't speak. Brand exposure, we got a streak of 5 wins in the league. We also sold 3 players. Europa League, we won that. DFB Pokal, we won that, and we did finish in a Champions League position. It's showing that we finished 3rd, but we finished 2nd, so EA, go home, you're drunk. And within 3 seasons, increase your club worth by 30%. We've already done that here in the 1st season. Should not take us too long to take a look at... Well, by the way, let's recap our starting budget. We only had a starting budget of 73 million, although we still have 61 left in the budget. We also started with 288k in wages. Transfer history shouldn't be too long to look at. Bunch of loan moves. Jesus Ferrer, we ended up sending him to Argentina. Was out on loan, I believe, at Sassuolo. No, he was on loan at Fluminense. You see that? We just made the signing of John Brooks. Is that really all we signed? Yeah, I knew we didn't do much in terms of transfer this year, but I didn't realize We only brought in one player. But you can see our backup team, Pamukau, is now at a 78, which I'm going to look at his development plan. Radu is now up to an 84, so he'll be a good backup goalkeeper. Lunen's up to an 86. Durham is up to a 77. I may yet keep him. The only person I'm really looking to move forward on is Ferreira. Because I don't know why he's not growing, but it's very concerning. But everybody except for Gonzalez is at least an 85, which is awesome. Top goal scorer goes to Embolo, 27 and 11 through 35. Darwin Nunez, 24 and 11 through 37. Embolo has grown by 2 alongside Darwin Nunez. Nicolas Gonzalez grown by 3. 20 goals, 13 assists, and 37 appearances. He really has justified my decision to keep him on this team. And not only am I keeping him, but he is my starting cam. Pamukau will be my backup cam, grown by 3. He's now at a 78. Kind of usurped the backup position from Jesus Ferreira. Larrazabal, 79 rating, 12 goals, 6 assists through 28. Gakpo at an 85. Larson at an 89. Gakpo 11 and 12, which is impressive. Larson 8 and 10. Wolf has only grown by 1. Not a bad campaign for him. Lopez only grown by 1. Ratchets is now up an 85, grown by 2. Correa now an 85, grown by 2. Eggestein is at an 86, he's grown by 3. I do want to look at his development plan. The only change, like I said before, the only change I plan on making is Ferreira. I do not want him on my team, but Kanji grew by 1. Korniakis grew by 7. Take a look at how some of our... Sam DeHaan is now at a 71 rating. Linus hasn't grown over at Brighton. Xanatakis has only grown by 1. That's kind of disappointing. Zendilis has grown quite a bit. Moskopoulos has grown quite a bit. Maris has not grown. Kiriakou has not grown. Callis hasn't grown. None of these players are growing. Marinados is now at a 72. That's kind of impressive. Durham with 5 assists. He has grown by 2, so I may yet keep him. Thanasis Mavroudis, close to 70, grown by 3. But yeah, this team is looking solid. But we're going to look at development plans before I end Season 3. Nice to know that I have reliable goalkeepers. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to keep Stopper on him. What about you, Cock? What are you looking like? I'll have you as a defensive center back. Brooks, I don't care if you grow anymore. You're 30 years of age. We'll play you as a playing defender. Wait a minute. Oh! He's gone up to 67. I feel like I've been neglecting him. Though he is 25 and only 67 rating. Do I want to put in this effort? I don't think I do. Lopez looks like he's gonna grow. We'll keep that plan on him. Eggestein. 11 weeks as a ball-winning midfielder. Don't mind if I do. Ratchich. Looks like 67 weeks as a box-to-box, even on good form. Okay. Ferreira, you're just... Yeah, I think your time with this club is done. I really do. I'm going to put a plan on you, but I do think I'm going to bring in somebody that's either 79 or 80 rating to take your place, because that's completely unacceptable. I do want to make him 5-star, 5-star, but it's only going to take him 25 weeks on excellent form to get to 85, so I'm going to put that plan on him. Pamukal, I'm going to keep him as attacking midfielder. Centeldis. Don't really need to do anything with my wingers. Nunez. Looks like it's going to take you 29 weeks. Umbolo, not that it really matters. You're already at an 87 rating. Okay, 19 weeks. Okay, I'm going to keep that one on him because that is going to improve his passing. It could have been sold, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. But there we go. That is Season 3 done and dusted. Next time I see you guys, we will be beginning Season 4, which will be the final season of this career mode. We are going to be beginning things with the UEFA Super Cup match against Liverpool. And, yeah, don't expect many changes at all. If anything, I'll be bringing a new center mid, but I don't really plan, unless there are offers that I can't refuse. I want this to be my starting lineup because none of these guys really have put in a foot wrong for me at a consistent basis throughout the season. I do want to keep this team and see how they continue to grow. So don't expect a lot of changes. We will be keeping with the same team going into Season 4. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.